Semi-finals, second leg time. Can we get to the final of a European competition? Let's find out. Yes, hello, welcome on into 11am Sports here for the Killie boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content Monday to Friday at 11am. You can see the team right in front of you for today's game. We're just continuing on from yesterday where we had those two disappointing results. A 1-0 draw against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the first leg of this semi-final. And we then lost to Hibs 1-0 in the Scottish Premiership. So here is the team we're going to go with for the second leg away in Germany, which we need to win to get through, or a 2-0 draw, but realistically we need to win it. So because we dominated the first leg so much, I've decided to go with a more attacking two-striker formation. And that means the team looks like this. Morris is going to play in goal, as always. Renan, Augusto and Anderson at the back. Magalhaes on the right and Calafiori on the left. Velasquez and Hamel are going to play in the middle of the park. We're going to play Ludovic in the right wing position. He's playing as the inverted winger. He can play out there. You can see he's a 3-star player out there. So we'll see how he does it. I've never played him out there. It will be interesting to see how he does. And on the left, Booker, as always. And Miranda up front alongside Minamino. To come off the bench, players like João Francisco, Pepe Ortiz and Alan Graham going forwards. Egan Riley as well has been injured for quite a long time, and now he has returned to some type of fitness, so he could probably play half the game if we needed him to. Not that we need to at the moment, but just in case we do. So Minamino and Miranda are our attacking options today. We'll see how they do as a pairing up front. Remember, we drew 1-1 at home in the first leg, and Bordeaux won 2-1 at home in the first leg for them as well. So we'll see how they do against Betis. Whoever wins that obviously plays us. Should we get through this game, this second leg, away to Borussia Mönchengladbach? And the players have walked out there, and it still says that we're underdogs, so I'll be interested to see exactly how we play here in this game. The first 10 minutes suggest that we had most of the ball, but Mönchengladbach had the shots, and the ball swung in, and that's went all the way back, and Ludovic's got the ball. We could play into Hamel, he does indeed, and finds Anderson. Anderson finds Velasquez. What's Velasquez going to do with this ball? Plays it all the way back to Calafiori, and we're recycling this play and starting again. Anderson and Calafiori and Velasquez. And Calafiori finds Hamel. Velasquez and Minamino. And Velasquez and through to Booker. And can Booker finish? He can indeed. His 24th goal of the season, assisted by Ryan Hamel. A lovely partnership development between them, whether they play beside each other or one behind the other. And Calafiori, you can see from this highlight, started the move. Hamel gets it, threads it right through between those defenders, and Booker's turn of pace, gets in there, a cross goal, his 24th goal of the season, and Killie are up 1-0. If it stays like this, we are through to the final. And Bredlow here kicks the ball long for Mönchengladbach. It's cleared by Anton, but only as far as Breel and Bolo. And Bolo with it, plays it back to Hickey. Aaron Hickey, that's it, a former Hearts player, it looks like. Martinelli with the shot, and it's gone in, and Morris really should have saved that. I'll see what the replay looks like, but it looks like it should have been a save. And it's 1-1 here after 25 minutes. Hickey played it into Wolf and then Bolo. And Bolo threads the ball forward. And Morris maybe should have saved that. 1-1 here after 25 minutes. And we're just getting to half time here. Breel and Bolo's got himself injured. But the only highlights you've seen are the 2 goals in this game. I'm going to say I'm happy with this performance so far. You can see for the stats, we've had most of the ball. A fair share of shots. But we have got the ball. One player we're playing against today, if no one noticed from the last time, is Stelios Makrionitis, a former player of Kilmarnock. Remember the central midfield player who moved away. Well, he plays for Mönchengladbach here, and Miranda nearly scored a goal for us there. But yeah, another revenge game against Makrionitis. See how he does against us. Currently a 6.7 rating, not that great. But yeah, a revenge game for him. An hour gone now, and Hickey throws the ball in towards Giddy. That's a hard name to say. And Wolf hits it and it's bounced off the post, and Velasquez gets the ball clear. And we've got a goal kick, and maybe we should make some changes here. We've brought off Minamino and we've brought on Alan Graham in his place up front. I've not really wanted to make a change anywhere else, but we've given the ball away and Wolf has scored a goal. And could that be costly for us here? We tried to play the ball off the bat, which we always do, and we've given it away. Morris plays the ball longer than he should have. He tried to find Velasquez, Martinelli and Wolf. Macrinitis had initially won the ball, and now that's them up 2-1. We're going to have to change the attacking mentality, and we're going to encourage the team here. 70 minutes on the clock is another highlight for Mönchengladbach. If they score from it, you would almost say it's tie over. Prokic with the ball finds Macrinitis, through to Martinelli, and he scored a goal. And what did I say? If they score another, it's going to be tie over, and I think it is, to be honest. You can see Prokic here finds Macrinitis, and that's twice Macrinitis started the move, which is get the goal for Mönchengladbach here, coming back to bite us in the backside. And indeed, in the space of 3 minutes, they've scored 2 goals, and that puts them 2 goals ahead. We're going to need to do something. Right, drastic times call for drastic measures. We need to score 2 goals, so we're going to try and get most of our playmaking players on the park. Okay, Buchert's not playing well, so he's coming off, and we've brought on Yao Francisco for him. And we've brought on Mazza for Magallanes on the right-hand side. So we've changed the diamond in midfield. Yao Francisco anchoring that diamond. Hamel and Velasquez in front. Ludovic in front of that, with Miranda and Graham up front. We're going to confirm that. There's 20 minutes to go. I'm going to change to an attacking mentality. We are going to encourage them when we can, and we'll see what happens here. There is not long to go. There is only 5 minutes to go, and nothing is happening. And we're going to go crashing out of this Conference League at the last hurdle. And as if to just rub salt in the wounds, we've conceded another goal and lost the game. 5-2 on aggregate, 4-1 on the night. Damsgaard with the free kick swung in, and Prokic heads the ball in. And that's us out. What a disappointing way to end our European campaign. Losing 4-1 in Germany. That's not good enough. I'm not happy, to be honest. We were not good enough. And we've lost that game. Betis come back and win that in extra time 4-1 on the night as well, which means it's Betis against Mönchengladbach in the final. But that's disappointing indeed. We now need to try and pick up the team's morale for 3 days' time, where we play against St Mirren in what's a very, very important game in the league. If we don't win it, then we're not getting third. We need to win the game and bring the gap back to 2 points. And hopefully that gives us a chance going into the last 2 games to actually get third place. If we lose it, we can't get third. Right, so here we are with the team for the game up against St Mirren. Remember, St Mirren normally play with 3 in the middle of the park, and it normally causes us some problems. So we're going to go with this formation, our diamond in the middle, to try and deal with their 3 in the middle of the park. And we're also rotating some players, because players like Velasquez and Ryan Hamel are struggling with fitness. So we've done a wee bit of swaps about and see how we get on in this game with that team. To be honest, it's a vitally important game. Yeah, I'm turning players about and switching players over. What can I say? I can't really defend the decision, but I'm just going to do it because we've got a game against Celtic in 3 days, which they really should play. So even if we do win this one, we still need to make sure and get a result against Celtic. So like, it's a catch-22 situation. So I'm just going to go with this team. I've went with it. I'm going to stick with it, and we'll see how they do. Hopefully we get the win, especially being in this formation, to counter those 3 in midfield for St Mirren. So it's Morris in goal, Renan, Augusto and Anderson at the back, Maz on the right hand side and Calafiori on the left. In midfield, Yao Francisco is the defensive midfield player, with Ludovic and Magallanes in midfield. Magallanes can play in midfield as well as right back, so he's going to play there for us today. Mooney attacking midfield, and Miranda and Graham the pair up front. This would be really funny if St Mirren chose not to play 3 in midfield for this game. You'll get to see my natural, actual reaction as we go through this to see what their formation is. If they don't play 3 in midfield, I will be surprised, but also annoyed, because I've picked this team specifically to play against 3 in midfield of St Mirren. They have played 3 in midfield, so that's good. So let's see how this formation does up against them. We've got 1 minute on the clock, and we've got a highlight. Calafiori with it, down the left-hand side. Plays the ball into the middle. Mooney nearly scores a goal. Calafiori with it now. Miranda does score a goal. It's worked particularly well. It's worked fantastic. I am a tactical genius, and we're up 1-0 inside 2 minutes playing this formation against a team with 3 midfield, because I thought this is the best way to counteract the 3 midfield. Mooney should have scored that, to be honest. The keeper does some acrobatics. Calafiori hits it, and it deflects to Miranda, who finishes that in the open goal. We're up 1-0. Tactical genius I am. And we've reached half-time, and I'm such a tactical genius that there was one highlight, and that was our goal. We've had 8 shots in the game, apparently, but we have not seen them. We've only seen the one that resulted in the goal. I'll say we played well, but I don't know if we played well because I've not seen any highlights. It's been very, very boring so far. But as happened in the start of the first half, there's a highlight at the start of the second here, and Mazza has it on the right-hand side. And what's he going to do? Drive down, finds Miranda, back to Mazza. Mazza plays it back to Ludovic, and Miranda again. Mazza's out there. Can he swing this ball in? No, he plays it to Ludovic, who plays it to Yao Francisco, who finds Calafiore on the left-hand side, through to Alan Graham, and that's a goal for Alan Graham. That's how good this tactic is. Even Alan Graham is scoring goals. That's how much of a tactical genius I am. I think we've worked out what the title of this episode is going to be, is Tactical Genius, because that's exactly what I've been here. Yao Francisco, the spare man, finds Calafiore through to Alan Graham, who shoots a cross goal just inside that post, and we're up 2-0. A goal early in each half. Fantastic, fantastic. Why are they even looking for offside? There's nowhere near offside. You could see, with somebody with no eyes could see that it wasn't offside there. Up 2-0. Calafiore is a little bit tired after all the running up and down the line he's done because he's got no winger in front of him. So Egan Riley can play his first game since being injured, coming back from injury. He's now playing left back for us. Remember, he plays right across the back line for us, so playing on the left today. Mazza with it, he hits it, and Mazza gets his first goal. That's how good this tactic is. That's his first ever goal for the team. How do you get players who haven't scored for to score goals? Play this fantastic tactic with lots of players in midfield. Yao Francisco spreads the ball out with his playmaking abilities, finds Mazza, and Mazza thrashes it in the goal, and we're up 3-0. Oh, tactical genius. Mooney with a corner kick for us here, swung in toward the back post. It's headed away, and Velasquez gets onto. He's come on for Ludovic in the last couple of minutes of this game. Yao Francisco played it forward toward Graham, but it's cleared away, and Smith gets behind our defender here. Anderson challenges, and how is that a penalty kick? How? How is that a penalty kick? I'm going to pause this, sorry, before he even takes it, and I'm going to rewind, because it did not look like a penalty kick. I'm going to play it, and we'll see exactly what happens here, because this did not look like a penalty kick. Let's have a closer look, because I could be almost certain that it's not a penalty kick. I mean, I would say he gets the ball, wouldn't you? But it's close anyway, but it looked like he got the ball. It looked like a fair challenge, to be honest. It's a penalty here for St Mirren, just to ruin our clean sheet. Hector Ingram comes to take it and he scores a goal. Hopefully it's not a comeback for St Mirren. The tactical genius only works if you don't give away penalties. You can't take into account you're giving away penalties, the tactical genius that I have. But we've got 4 minutes added time. Smith with the ball, swung into the box. It's cleared by Ryan and Augusto. We've not given away a penalty, so we're not going to concede a goal there. Rose with it. McMahon with the ball now. Now, we've got a lot of players pressing them, so if we can't get the ball, we're going to break away. Kanu with it, into Smith. Smith with it. Dinks over the goalkeeper. Again, Smith's first ever goal, so I don't know who this person is, so that's why the tactical geniusness has not been able to be shown in this game at this stage. In the full game it has been, but I didn't know who this person was, so I couldn't be a tactical genius versus him. And also Egan Riley chose not to tackle him. But again, we're going to win the game, so it's perfectly fine. We don't have to worry about all these chances we're giving away right at the end of the game as the players get tired. Come on, time, tick away. That has indeed. Full time of 1-3-2. Never in doubt. Tactical genius again. All you need to know, both are strikers scoring. Fantastic. 3-2. That's the way to play. Did that sound reassuring? Yeah. And there we go. Even though we conceded 2 late goals, we still won that game 3-2. You can see the league table in front of us there. Everyone's played 36 games. We're 2 points behind St Mirren, 3 ahead of Hearts. And the next episode, you'll get to see the last 2 league games of the season. The game against Celtic is midweek. A tough one as they currently lead the table. If they beat us, they could win the title. And then the last game of the season is against Hearts, which could be a must-win game. If you are looking forward to that or you have enjoyed this episode, then please do leave a like on the video. It really does help me out. Really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more Football Manager 21 content. And until the next one, we'll see you then.